So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Broncos 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbuna. There he goes left side. Touchdown. Albert Okwuegbuna. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just wanted. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Now it's Wilson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and goal, Wilson. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Now Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 7. Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
It's a good 16 yards. Complete to Jerry Jeudy. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Here's a diving catch right side. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And this is caught off the deflection. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete. Okui-Buna. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
24 is the mic. Let's go. Check it out. Kill. Let's go. Hey, look.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. 58, right over there. Yeah.
On third down, Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They'll set up to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone after those types of passes.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they do finally get him at the 12. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Colts 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 24 is the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They're going to look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
How did that not connect? That's one of the rare deep balls he hasn't hit so far. 5 touchdowns already, and you see he's still airing it out. I wonder if he's getting run plays that are sent in, and he's switching them to deep passes.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 42.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Colts 35.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 27. A huge play there for Denver. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Check three, check three, check three. 14.
Play action. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wilson. Being chased out left. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 39.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Colts. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Offense at the line, ready to go.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Wilson to throw. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. This will be caught. Judy. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.